Okay, so this video goes out to Matthew, who's pointed out that I forgot to do the walls for our project. So in this video, we're going to look at making the walls, and I'm going to try and remember how to do that. So what I've done is just literally copy and pasted the floor from the file that I had been working on, and just the surround of it there. So we just got the beams and the floor. So I just copied and pasted that from the original file and stuck it in there, and that's it. So that's what we're going to be working on. The second thing is that if you decide to install this onto your laptops, and you've got to find some of these families and stuff and they're not there, is that you need to load some of their content. So what you can do is open up your browser, go in here and do a search for Revit 2025. I think it's family content or something like that. Family content download, do a search for that. And whilst that's looking for that, I'm just going to quickly go onto here and disconnect that. Okay, and then so go to Revit content. You can download this through your Autodesk account. So I might quickly show you both ways, and then we can crack on with this. So if you go to, basically, if you do a search for that and come up here for the content, click on where it says Autodesk account. And this will take you to your home page thing. Oh, I don't know why it ever set up this 2-code verification thing, but this is annoying. Oh, I should tick that little box hole. Okay, jump into your account, and you get all this window here. And if you go down to product updates, I think it is. You can go to libraries. Let's see if this is it. No, extensions. Plugins. It's here somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. Bear with me while we find this out. Go Revit. Let's go view details, maybe. Here we go. Libraries. All right, so go to that. Go to Revit 2025. Go to the libraries down there. We've got 50 libraries available for download. Don't obviously download everything. But if you scroll down, the US content is 2 gigabyte download. That'll give the US files as well as like metric and imperial. That can be quite handy. And if you keep going down, you'll have generic international English Australian content, 795. Download that. So when you look, notice that I go to my libraries. Oops. And come on. Revit's a bit jaggy this morning, but what have we done? It's frozen up on me. Normally when I go to my libraries in here, and it's now decided to, I've hit the open one for some reason. All right, architecture, component, load family. All right. So if you notice that when I normally go to here, in my libraries, I've got English, and I've got the US and Australia. So I run with both of those versions, and some of the families that we're working on are located in the US and some are in Australia. So if you want to install both of those on your laptop, it is going to take a fair bit of space, but that is certainly one of the things that you can do. All right, after all of that. Okay, now I might jump in and out from my old file to this one as I try and remember what I'm doing, but bear with me and we will go with that. All right, so this is my old one. I'm just trying to look at the wall type. So the wall type was a basic generic 200mm wall. So to do walls, all you need to do is we go to architecture. We're going to go to the wall command. in here looking for basic 200mm wall. If you don't have that, you may need to make that the same as we've been making some of the other files there, but you should have it there. If you've got, like, see, I've got lots of different types of walls, that's because I've got lots of libraries loaded. So I've got both of those US and Australia libraries. That also then gives me more things to choose from. So click on that. We are looking at the wall center line. So what it's going to do, if we zoom in, is going to place our wall in the middle where that blue line is. So it's on the center of the beams. And we wanted to go from that endpoint there. And we're going to drag it all the way down to, I think it is, to that point there. If it's not, we can shift it. Press escape on your keyboard to get out of that. Now you only have to do one side because then we're going to mirror this over. So I think it's to the 1600. Let's just quickly double check that. Wall there, go glass wall there. Oh, it's the next one down. Goes to 1200. Okay. So if it goes to the next one along, so what I'm going to do is just click modify, grab the arrow, click on the wall, and then just drag that down to the next section like that. 1200. Okay, so if we're looking at a 3D view, we've now got a wall. It is there. It's from the center line. Make sure that your top constraint is up to the, and I haven't got my levels set properly in here, so just bear with me, but I think for yours, it will go to the roof. Okay, so make sure that on yours, if I click on this quickly, let's pick that, we're going up to level roof there. So it should be from base level 1 up to level roof. And I don't have those on here, so you're just going to have to pretend that you do. Okay, once we do that, we're then going to need to put in the glass, which is a curtain wall. So go back to architecture, back to the wall command, go into your walls, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Now you'll have storefront there, but you won't have storefront 800. Now, I'm pretty sure I made a video on this, how to make that family. So you select the 800. You'll have to change the mullions on that as well. But once you've got that, same thing, you can set that up to be up to whatever it was, level 2. And then what you want to do is still have that as set as center line as well. I'm going to worry about the chain on here. And we're going to go in between that. So given that this is an 800mm spacing, these that are values of 800 is where we're going to put them. So we've got a window there. Don't worry about that having duplicate at the moment. We should be able to put one here. And I'm just going to pause it. Where was I? Okay, so populating those windows down there. We're doing a Revit starts to work again. One big one that goes through here. So one big one that goes down there. And then the last one is between there to there, I think it is. So if we look at that in 3D, we should have something that looks like that. These are the mulligans, the framework around the windows. You need to set them up and change it. I'm pretty sure I've got a video on that. If I don't, I'm sure somebody will tell me. Okay, once we get all that done and we're all good there, go back to the architectural. And then what we're doing is just zooming out so you can sort of see everything. Then you're going to get modify tool, select the walls. So that's all of the generic ones there. Then holding down the control key, select, I should be able to do this. Let me do this. I'll have to zoom in a bit. Click on the curtain wall, which is the glass ones. They should go blue like that if you've got them selected properly. Looks like it might be doing mine in chunks. I wonder if I can go, actually, let's do this another way. Okay, let's do it a different way. Click on that one, it seems to highlight everything. And then once you go to that, go up here to mirror, pick the axis, which will be the middle. If you've set it up properly, mine's just slightly off center at the moment, so my walls are going to be out, but you'll get the idea. And you can see that the wall populates across to the other side. If we look at that in the 3D view, you can see that the wall's done on the other side. So if my reference plane here had been centered, which it's not, but if it had, then that would have mirrored around there, and then you would have had the second wall drawn without any issues. And then you're ready to put the columns in on the corners and then the roof. And that's it. That's how you do it all. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and see you later on.